More questions tonight about how much taxpayers are paying for new synthetic turf playing fields at local county high schools.
Our Fox 5 I-team has examined some big costs at various counties during the past 2 years. And tonight, senior I-team reporter Dale Russell turns his attention to Coweta County.
That's right, Sinead. The Coweta County School Board is the latest to pick a well-known company, FieldTurf, to install its new playing fields. But critics say the competitive bid was tailor-made for FieldTurf, cutting down competition and costing taxpayers more money. It is becoming a familiar scene in Georgia. A school system wants to get rid of its grass fields, put down shiny new artificial turf. Taxpayers pick up the tab, and then someone cries out, "Wait, how much was that again?"
Quite frankly, I think the taxpayers are getting hosed.
Does it make you mad?
It makes me very mad.
Linda Menk is a voice in the wilderness in Coweta County, the only school board member to vote no on a $5.3 million contract for 3 new FieldTurf synthetic football fields and tracks. Why is she upset?
High-Five Sports rolls on with the Etowah Sequoia game.
Nearby Cherokee County is putting in 5 new artificial fields and replacing a 6th field for less money and a longer warranty.
This isn't just a little smoke. This is a forest fire.
We've seen this fire before.
Mr. President, can we talk to Ms. Bash? Don't go away.
Last year, we reported the Fayette County School Board ignored the low bidder and spent $500,000 more for FieldTurf football fields.
You're not going to look good doing this. You can do it however you want to do it, but.
And that low bidder complained the bid specifications for the field were written to favor FieldTurf. So your sense is that Fayette County was crafting this request for proposals to make FieldTurf the winner?
It clearly looks like they had one particular product in mind when they spec'd it.
In 2016, we traveled to Douglas County. Once again, the school board ignored the lowest bidder and paid an additional $860,000 of taxpayers' money to get 4 new FieldTurf fields. Again, a competitor was stunned.
Shocked. Our initial reaction was they made a mistake.
So when we heard about Coweta County's multi-million-dollar fields, we were curious. Didn't take long to see an issue that we've seen before. Bid specs written to favor FieldTurf, some say. There were representatives from 12 companies who showed up and signed in at the pre-bid conference, some of the same ones that placed bids in Fayette and Douglas counties. But after the bid specifications came out, spelling out the size, shape, and composition of the turf, most of the companies lost interest. Only 2 placed bids. Both companies were bidding a FieldTurf field. Linda Menk, who has a background in real estate and construction projects, says the reason why was simple. What happened to the other 10?
The specs that we sent out to these companies were written based on FieldTurf product.
One of the companies that decided not to bid even complained about it in a letter to the county, saying the specification for Coweta County high school fields can only be met by one manufacturer of synthetic turf. On the night of the vote, Ken Pritchard of Southern A&E, who said he wrote those bid specifications, denied it was tailored for just one company. And he said the bid allowed bids on alternate turfs, even if they didn't meet the specs.
We had a performance spec that anybody could meet.
Technically, that's true. But 2 companies that chose not to bid, Sports Turf and Sprint Turf, said it really isn't a level playing field for the alternate turfs. Both companies told me that submitting a bid was a waste of time.
It just appears to me that we're paying through the nose for this.
The winning bid was $5.3 million for 3 football fields and an upgraded track at each one, an average of $1.7 million per field.
I do feel strongly the work needs to be done.
But Superintendent Dr. Steve Barker says when you strip away new stadium lights, those track upgrades, and other expenses, the new fields cost an average of $809,000. Sounds better. How does that compare to what other school systems are paying? A few weeks before the Coweta vote, Cherokee awarded a bid for new fields. Many of the companies that initially expressed interest in Coweta also submitted bids in Cherokee. A total of 4 different companies bid. We took out that extra track work and site work like Dr. Barker did for the Coweta bid. That left an average cost of the fields $636,000. That's some $173,000 less per field than Coweta is paying. And that means Coweta taxpayers are paying more than $500,000 more for their fields.
All in favor, show of hands. Opposed? Motion passes 6-1.
As work gets underway in Coweta,
Cherokee
one board
County
member says she can't help but think
6 fields.
this is an expensive mistake.
I feel like that we're letting down our students and we're letting down our taxpayers. And when I go out in the community, I know I'm going to be asked about this, and I can't justify it.
Now, this is the 3rd county that we've examined in the past 2 years. We'll keep watching the tax money spent on artificial turfs around the metro area and how those turfs hold up. It's a topic that has raised a lot of questions, not only here in Georgia, but across the country. Ross, Sine?
Yeah, right. It is big money. Dale, thanks very much.
It is. It's a lot of money.
Thanks. Well.